This recordings is obviously discuss our theorem 1. In the description box you should find a link to theorem 2 no theorem 3. Theorem 1 sometimes imbiza nge-proportionality theorem. Theorem 2 it's the midpoint theorem. Theorem 3 is the similarity theorem. So at grade 12 you are expected to know 3, or you will learn 3 ama theorems. So theorem 1, 2, 3, and they all involve ama triangle. So ka grade 12 ufunda ngelo kanje nge triangle geometry, right? So what you have learned ka grade 10 and 11 is just a extension of that. So meaning that the only thing also ifunda a new, it's theorem 1, 2, and 3, right? It's theorem 1, 2, and 3, which they all involve ama triangles. So lana ngizo in this recording zokukhuluma ngo theorem 1. I'll provide the proof as well as maybe do the example A1 just to demonstrate to theorem 1 usebenza kanjani. Yes, so thanks for tuning in. Asiproven ke theorem number 1. Theorem 1, but a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle cuts the other two sides as you divide them in the same proportion. So this is a triangle. This line DE, this drawn line DE, it cuts the triangle proportionally kulama sides lawo, meaning that now uthatha le side leli will divide another side leli. It's going to be equal to the ratio between AE over EC as shown la, but we are required to prove that it is true. We are required to prove with the logo kuyiqiniso. Okay, so you are expected to know a proof ka theorem 1. Theorem 2 akana proof ke, right? Theorem 3 une proof, so now you are required to know leyo proof leyo. Nakanjani one of the two azophuma during an exam, so kwamele uwazi ke la. Theorem 1 umprova kanjani ke? Before ngizomprova, let me highlight logo ukuthi an area for a triangle is always calculated as half times base times a height, and that the base must always be perpendicular to the height as the above given cases. Lama cases woyi-4 yabo ukuthi base is always perpendicular to the height. So now calculate the area for a triangle, you need to make sure ukuthi base yakho is always perpendicular to your height. So I'm given la nokuthi the drawn line, the line DE drawn ngaphakathi kwale triangle, is parallel to this side ka BC. So how do we prove ke? So the first thing oyenzayo, asho sina two yama part. The triangle is divided into two yama parts, the upper part and the bottom part number 2. So into yokuqala esiyenzayo la, we do this. Si constructor ama lines for the bottom part, si connector these corners, si connector lama corners la, right? So it looks like a bow tie nyana. So and then for the top part in a corner we do the same. We do the same thing. I think 7 say a different color la. We do the same. We do the same, but si draw ama relative heights. Lama heights lawa, they must always be lama lines lawa, they are always perpendicular to the line a relative to yon. So in other words, let's go back to red and then begakela. This line is perpendicular. This line is perpendicular to AD. Let's call this H. And then this line is perpendicular to AB. Let's call this OK. Mungasebenzisa any alphabets, but for this discussion ngizosebenzisa OK no H. And then bese uyasho guess ngathini, you specify what you have done so far. Good, okay. Drawn uloganje. I've drawn OK. Let's say height K. Height K relative 2 relative to K relative to AE, and then height I've drawn height H relative to AD, and then what else foot? I've drawn these two, then joined the following: DC and BE and BE to create a triangle BED and triangle CED. Right, lama triangles la. Okay, I understand. We now connect out BE not DC. These are not the only two triangles are forming out. Now triangle. Now triangle. But these two triangles are important for our discussion. Imapla uma triangle CED no BED. These two triangles sebenza wona for our proof, right? For our proofs. So bese sithi ke manje, okay, I'm taking these two triangles. We are using these two triangles ngoba zosinceda ukuproveni lama ratios lawo. For the first ratio on the left hand side, AD uyi numerator, DB uyi denominator. Ophu AD nangu AD, ophu DB nangu DB. So it means that in order to have or calculate le ratio engapha, I'm going to use ama area for lama triangles ADB no triangle DEB or BED. So that's why ngikhetha BED as our triangle after joining lama lokanshi lama corners law. So city area for triangle ADE, see divider by the area for triangle BED. I'm okay. Area for a triangle ADE komele be numerator ngoba somewhere uzovela i-length ka AD, and then the denominator we are using area ka BED ngoba somewhere kuzovela i-length ka bani ka DB. So how do we calculate the area ka ADE such that AD uyavela as a base? It's when we say half times base, when we make AD a base yethu times the height. What's our height la? Height yethu kuyoba h. Usakhumbula ngithi h relative to AD. Atini, a height must always be perpendicular to your base. So therefore our height la kuyoba h divided by half AD ubani. I mean, what's this man? What's the base? Ngifuna ukuthi nangicalculate le area le BD or DB abe i base. So half times base BD or DB, let's use DB instead. DB times I height yethu kuyoba ubani? Kuyoba height. So this triangle lena, what's the height for this triangle BED? I height yakhona kuyoba h. Just like case number 4. Just like case number 4 la. Just like case number 4, it's this triangle, the height is outside. Ngoba the height must always be perpendicular to the base. So our height give h as well. So h cancels h, half times half divided by half, so AD divided by DB. Right? Then we do the same thing for the other ratio. So tata area ka triangle ADE divided by the area for triangle bani CED. This is equal to So it's half. What's the base? I-base yethu kuba AE ngoba ngifuna value AE times what's the height again this time? Height kuyoba K ke manje ngoba K is the height relative to AE. So it's K this time divided by 1 over 2 times AE times EC times EC, and then i-height kuyoba ubani? Kuzoba ulo kanje, kuzoba K. Again, kusese case number 4. Kuyoba case number 4. So therefore it's K la. Cancel, 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 and then AE divided by EC. But there's a problem ke manje. I can see that okay, ngitholile ratio yangapha, the left hand side sengitholile ratio yakhona, and then AE over EC, AE over EC thingilungise la, AE over EC ngayithola ratio yaka right hand side, AE over EC. There's a problem manje. These two ratios, they are not equal yet, right? So but just combis with the ratio le, it's equal to this ratio. They are not equal yet. We have to prove again ukuthi they are also equal. Sorry. So ngiyabo ukuthi the numerator for the first ratio, it's the same as the numerator for the second ratio. Right? But lama areas lawa kafani la. The area with ratio number 1 ayifani ne area for ratio number 2. They are two different triangles. Yes? They are two different triangles. I think demonstrate something la. So for the triangle ga CED no BED, I can say that they are equal. I'll explain why. CED area for triangle CED is equal to area for triangle BED. Why is that so? Why is that so? It's same base. Lama triangles wethu ashare a common base. Na i-base engikhuluma ngayo. This is the base engikhuluma ngayo. Le triangle lena na le triangle lena, they share a common base. If we take UBE, UDE as ilokanji, i-base, they have the same base. So that's why ngithi the area lana is equal to this area because of they share a same base. And then banan bashara ini a common bashara a pair of common parallel lines. So same base, singasho sithi lying between same parallel lines, and they have the same height as well. Same height. So the height you draw la, it's going to be the same as the height you draw la. So it's the same base lying between the same parallel lines and same height. That's the reason why sitlama areas aya lingana. So therefore it means that lento le, it's equal to this area for triangle ADE over area for triangle BED is equal to area for triangle ADE over the area for triangle CED. So therefore it means that to AD over DB is equal to AE over EC. So we prove kanjalo le theorem le, right? We prove kanjalo ke le theorem. So whenever usebenzisa le theorem sithi a line, the reason we provide for whenever usebenzisa the line le theorem uthi line parallel to one side of triangle, just like a grade 11 theorem 1 ku-circle Euclidean geometry. Theorem 1 une reason yakhona, theorem 2 une reason yakhona. So nalana ka grade 12 theorem 1 we have a reason for this theorem. It's this one, line parallel to one side of triangle. So it's also true this theorem in ama corollaries as well. In our corollaries, it's not only limited to lama ratios now. It's not only limited to this ratio. If the ratio between AB over, let's say, AD, it's also AD, it's also equal to the ratio between AC over AE. AC over AE, right? AB over AD, it's equal to AC over AE, and then I think erase lana. What else? Footy, BD over DA. So BD over DA is equal to what's this? EC over AE as well. So nangabe basically I'm a corollaries at if utata this length we divide by this length. Nangapa, you need to take this length, we divide it by this length. If utete this length, why divide by this length? Komele utate this length, we divide it by this length, right? So now summary for all the corollaries for theorem 1. Okay, now summary all the corollaries for this theorem. So it will depend on what you in, right? So sizwenza one example using theorem 1. So just to demonstrate ukuthi isebenza njani theorem 1. So the corollaries wasebenza when okay, depending on what you are given, uzosebenza the corollary irrelevant to the given problem. So anyway, asize lana ke manje. As erase la. Let's erase here, then siyenze a problem. I hope yabonakala. Okay, perfect. Yeah, na yabonakala again. Okay, in triangle PQR, ST is parallel to QR. ST parallel to QR. This is an indication for theorem 1. A side is parallel to one side of a line is parallel to one side of the triangle. Calculate the value kabani ka y. No, it's x la. We need to calculate the value ka x. Ngoba la kunobani kuno x, akuna y on the sketch, so it's x. Okay. Bheka ke manje. We know from the proof ukuthi this over this is equal to this over this. So usebenzisa a ratio depending on what you are expected to calculate. For example, what is calculated le length yala, yabona? So kwamele usebenzise a corollary where ulogai utr avela khona. So sizosebenzisa the following corollary la. Sizothi PS over SQ equal to PT over TR, right? So where's the show the other three ratios are known, and then there's only one unknown gela. So PS ubanu 5 divided by SQ 2 divided by PT 10, TR ubani x. We cross multiply 5x, 2 times 10, it's 20. 5 x is equal to 4 centimeters. So your corollary must include the unknown side, and then the other 3 must be known. So yeah, sometimes bangati calculator i-length yala bese bathi calculator mhlawumbe x wakho it's t p r mhlawumbe yabo sengiyabekisa, then kwamele usebenzise the corollary ezo include ubani u-pr, shukuthi uzoti pq divided by maybe ps or sq, then nangapho uzoti pr divided by pt nangabe ukhethe ups, and then divided by tr nangabe ukhethe usq. Depends ukuthi uzobe ukhethe which one, but make sure ukuthi now calculator the unknown one iyavela in your ratio. Oh, by the way, ngikhohlwe ukubhala reason la, line parallel to one side of triangle. This is our answer. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you took some value out of this video. So in the description box is a total theorem 2 and theorem number 3. Thanks for watching. Asponane on the next one.